Good morning and welcome to Winnipeg. Okay, I was noticing a few minutes ago that we might have a nice sunrise this morning. Yeah, as long as the clouds don't get any heavier, I think we're going to see it. But hey, who knows? If it's a nice sunrise, I'll stick it at the end of today's episode. Now, when's it going to come up? It looks like, it's not as nice right now as it was 5 minutes ago. So, hey Google, when does the sun rise in Winnipeg this morning?
In Winnipeg today, the sun will rise at 6:56 a.m.
Okay, 6:56. So we should be able to see it shortly after 7, after it gets up over the berm. Okay. And it's not as cold as yesterday, minus 3.8. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put the Fahrenheit temperature in yesterday's episode, but I'm sure you figured it out. You should know the formula by now. Okay, we are almost ready to paint here. I did come back to the model table last night, and I changed my filters, and I videoed it. So it'll be in the rollback, which we are going to have shortly if I can stop talking. Okay, maybe some people that don't want to watch that, I'll put in the bottom of the screen where you can scrub ahead to get back to whatever we're going to do here today. Well, today we're going to spray. We're going to spray this black line, and then I think I can stick my little parts on and mask it off, and we'll be spraying the hull red. That might not be today, at least the spraying part. But I think I'm ready to go here, more or less. I just got to get my airbrush and get our paint. I've been trying to decide what paint to use, and I was talking about using the Stanlres. The problem is with the Stanlres, it's hard to clean out of the airbrush, whereas the Tamiya XF, I think it's XF1 that's the black, is it? I don't have that much black. Well, I've got enough for the boot line. Anyway, or water line, or whatever you want to call it. So I think we're going to be okay there. What else was I going to tell you? I was going to mention something here. Forgot what it was. Anyway, maybe I'll think of it later. Anyway, let's just roll back, and you can watch me change the filters in this. You'll be surprised at how much paint is embedded in the first two filters. There's actually 3 filters in that. Well, you'll see it. Let's roll back. Okay, I was down in my workshop a while ago, and I got another furnace filter here, and this is the one that's going to go on the far side, and we're going to replace the one that's on this side. Now let's try and remember to keep these all in order. I do recall having a problem with this box the last time I changed this. Something was jamming. I think it had to do with this switch I've got in here. Another thing I should do is maybe try and find the episode where I made this thing. Now, excuse me for interrupting here, but right now I'm editing this out, and I thought to myself, well, let's see if I can find them. So I actually went back. Turns out I made this spray booth starting in episode number 11. Now that's back when the episodes were extremely short. So it's 11 through 16, I believe. And I'll put the link to 11 in the description of today's video. If you want to, watch it, they should run one right after the other. That is, if YouTube works the same way where you are as it does here in Winnipeg. Anyway, just thought you might like to see how I made this thing. And, okay, now, I think it'll come out like this okay. Okay. Yeah, you can. Oh. I'm gonna have to push stop here. The camera's in the way. I don't want to knock it on the floor. Okay, I think this is gonna clear. Just barely. All right. Now you can see this filter here, the first one, is very dirty here. It's caught a lot of paint. Let's try not to shake it here. Now these things are just spacers. Now I wonder if maybe I was to tilt this whole thing back, the parts wouldn't be falling out on me. Yeah, that works better. Okay, so you can see here now that the last filter is still in pretty good shape. Okay, so this is the one that is going to go in the front. Okay, now our new one goes in the back. Then a spacer. Now this filter is that I'm putting in now. It looks like I don't know. I've only got one new filter. If I had two, I'd replace this one as well, but I don't. So we're replacing the worst one. Okay, where's my spacer? There we go. Okay, and this is the one we took out of the back. I think I'll have to order some more filters. They're not that expensive. Okay, now hopefully this is all going to fit and wedge itself in there. There we go. Now we're good to go. I'll hang a ribbon or something down from the top here, and we'll test it out. But first I want to go wash my hands. Okay, I know this isn't exactly a ribbon, but it's the best I can do. Yeah, it's better than it was anyway. Not as good as if I had replaced all the filters, but next time. Yeah, next time. Okay, I think I'm set up here. I only get one shot at this, so if I flub it up, well, I guess I could always do the other side. I'll just do this one side, and the other side I'll be doing exactly the same way, more or less. Only it'll be the stern coming at you first. Anyway, I think we're ready to go here. I'm just going to pour this out. This jar is only about a third full, and it's been thinned. I do have another half jar of black that is not thinned, so I'll zoom you in a bit. Now, I thought I was ready, but I'm not. I've got a little marker here and try and keep everything underneath that. Okay. Are we still going to be able to see the line when I zoom in, or am I going to be, my elevation going to be a little bit off here? Okay, maybe that's about as far as I want to zoom in. And we want to remember that the line represents the top of the boot line, so we're going to want to have this spray basically above this pencil line, which will actually be below once the hull is right side up. Okay, let's give her a whirl here and see what's going to happen. We're going to take our needle cap off so it doesn't spit. Okay, I've got my airbrush set for about 10 pounds. Here we go. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just turn it around and do the other side. I just suddenly realized it's Missy the dog could come by any minute. Yeah, well, maybe I'll just quickly do that off camera and we'll get it done. You get the idea. Fresh snow on ice.
Yes.
Hello, Missy. My hand's gonna smell funny from painting.
Mm-hmm. How are you?
I'm okay. Oh, wait. Okay. I feel cold little wet feet on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was noticing this morning I gotta wash my pants. They're getting kind of brown in the front.
Got a few footprints on them.
Yeah, they've had.
Hopefully it's footprints.
Yeah, that's right. No, I think it's footprints.
Oh, she'd rather wipe her butt on Uncle Ron than anybody. Don't you feel blessed?
Yeah. Yeah, you're honored when the dogs are willing to wipe their bums on you.
So you're painting today, the hull?
I'm painting the black line that goes around the bottom of the hull. The boot line or water line or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Cool.
There you go, Missy. There you go. Was that good? Hey? Was that good? Is that good? Hey? Yeah. Well, you got everything. You even got the crumbs. Is that a crumb? Oh, no, I guess that's something else.
Now she'll want to go home and listen to the radio with her mom.
You want to go listen to the radio? You got a favorite show that you watch, listen to? Yeah. Look at my pants here. Yeah.
Funny, we watched the National at night. It has its own little tune. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. And I turned it on, and there was about 30 seconds left. I go doodle-doo, and Missy's beside. She starts barking her head off. And she runs into the living room, barks at Rainey, and runs back and barks. He says, "Hurry up, Mom, the National's on." So we sit side by side, and Missy leaps up onto her lap. So this is a thing. And we've done that 4 days in a row, and now it's cemented into place.
So the National, that's the CBC one?
Yeah, it's on it. She loves that, and she watches the National, and her head is about 8 inches from where mine is. And even though she sees dogs and horses on there, she does not bark in my ear. You know, it wouldn't be a happy result. You get a loud bark, don't you?
Yeah, she has a very loud bark for a little dog.
Small dog, big dog bark. Thanks, Ron.
Okay, we'll see ya.
Are we going this way?
Well, it's a nice, bright, sunny day out there. Nice, bright, sunny day, but cold. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay. Well, I was just about to start cleaning out my airbrush when I heard Max's door, and I knew that Missy was going to be here in probably about 5 minutes, so now I got to continue on and get things cleaned up. And this is starting to dry now. I think I did okay. If there's any place, I guess, that it's maybe a little bit thin, I can always take the brush and go over it. I am definitely going to have to redraw the line. I can barely see it. Some places I think I'm seeing it, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to just redraw the line. I think it'll probably won't be so much drawing as it will be scribing, because it'll be sort of I don't think a black pencil mark is going to show up too good on black paint, and so it'll be mostly just sort of a scraping thing going on. But I think we should be able to see it. Some places it looks like I got it kind of thin there. Well, I guess we'll know once we get the tape on there. Okay, let's get cleaned up. Okay, we're back out on the kitchen table here. And I'm guessing it's about 4 hours since we painted this black on, so it should be dry enough that we can start working with it here. And yeah, I can see there where the line is there, I think. Yeah, it's sort of working. I'm going to just go ahead and go all the way around the hull now, the same way as before. And then we'll get this back onto the model table and see if we can get the tape on. The hard part is going to be around the stern. Okay, I think there's enough there to go right from stem to stern. But if there isn't, that means there's going to be a bit of a break in the tape. And I'd like to have one continuous, pass. So I think what I'll do is I'll use this new one, and I will not put it in here. I'm just gonna, this is awkward. This is really awkward. I think maybe I might be better off having it. Let's see. Can I fasten it? Can I hold it down so I'm looking more directly straight down on it? I'm noticing that there's the odd place where the black line might look a little bit faint, like right here, a tiny bit there, a little bit there, but I think it is going to look black, because we are going to have the number 82 go from here to here, and then there, of course, the hull red will go up the other way. I'm thinking out loud here. Yeah, I'm going to reposition here, yeah, I may not be able to do too much of this on camera. Okay, now I want to leave the line exposed. Yeah, looking straight down on it like this, I can see a lot better than sort of coming in at an angle the way we were before. Okay, we're getting down to the stern where we have to start tapering around to the point here. Now this is where I may have to take and turn this whole thing upside down, because the stern area we have to look in it at that angle. So I'm just going to press stop here and recompose. Okay, I've turned everything around, as you can imagine here, and let's try and get this a little bit closer to the line if I can. Now I can't see it. See, no, this is not working either. Oh, there it is. Fortunately, we're not going to actually see this because it's going to be sort of underneath. We're kind of getting it here, I think. No, we're not. No, we're not. I might have to use my other tape that is a little bit more flexible. Okay, now that's kind of it. Now, this line, in reality, it would widen out as it goes around the stern here. So I'm thinking that maybe what I'll do is I'm just going to sort of eyeball it. I'm going to take my tape here and okay. I'll trim that carefully with a hobby knife later. And then we're going to start, see if I can very carefully put it on about here. So it's kind of overlapping. Then we're going to try and, this may not be going to work. No, I'm going to have to come up with something else. I wanted to see if I could widen it out here. On the other hand, no one's going to see it anyway, so I wonder if I should do it like this. Just sort of go backwards. Would that work? No, it should taper more. It should be thinner here. Oh my. Okay, now, because we're going to be spraying this and not brushing it, I don't think we're going to have quite the problem with the, in this case, the hull red going underneath the tape. Because we're going to be sort of spraying down, and but I just wanted to see if maybe I can't get rid of some of these little. Probably have to do this. Don't want to scratch the black either. I might be able to feel it better if I hold the bearing in my fingers. I got a lot of these bearings. A friend of mine gave me a bunch of them. Apparently they were supposed to be used in a machine, and the bearings were the wrong size and they couldn't use them, so they had a whole slew of these things left over. At least that's what he said. I'm going to have to do this off camera so I can get at a better angle. Probably doing it this way would work better. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I've got all the little puckers pressed down, and we will be spraying over top of this with black again. The idea of spraying it with black or clear coat is to seal the edge of the tape, so that when you go over it with the hull red, it will the hull red will not bleed into the cracks, because they will have been sealed. I think you know what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I'm just going to push stop here again. Okay, right now the thermometer is reading 10.5 Celsius. It's probably only about, I'm thinking maybe 7 or 8, but we got water running in our street right now. I'm just going to try and quickly put this second coat on here this afternoon. And I'm hoping I'm going to have time to do everything. I don't want to start rushing and making mistakes here. I ended up pressing the tape down with my finger all the way along. And like I say, being as we're going to be spraying basically straight on, when we start using our colors, I don't need to worry too much about the color bleeding under the tape if it's not perfect. Okay. Now, let's not forget to put that back on, just in case we have to do some back flushing. I think this is going to work. I did not disassemble my airbrush after I painted this morning with it, so I just back flushed, so I'm hoping everything's going to work here. Anyway, we don't have all afternoon. Okay, I would think that because I can't see any more yellow tape anywhere that I have sealed the edges more or less. But I'm going to call it quits for this episode. I did do the sunrise. I will try to remember to, what was I was going to put? Oh yeah, the link for how the oh my goodness, this thing, yeah, how this thing was made, paint booth. Okay, I'm going to just turn this around and quickly do this now and get it done. And we got, I think I've got enough time to do my final edit and so on. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.